Morning, good morning. We don't
Yep.
have the excited mafia to start screaming at you. No, he doesn't scream at you. He tells you
Yo,
how to.
yo, yo. W- Welcome
Yeah.
to another exciting episode of the People's Rebuttal Podcast with your co hosts, Zach and Vaughn, and our dislocated co host, Mafia.
He on a plane.
He on a plane today.
His flight got delayed. He's ooh,
Mm,
he's dealing with all
reverb.
kinds of.
Dealing with all kinds of stuff, ain't he?
Yep.
Having fun. It's been a busy summer, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. You gone a few places.
I have. I have, man. It's been a busy summer, man, and a hot, scorching one at that.
No. Well, oh, so we were. I cut Vaughn off because we were talking about Michael Jordan's house and him trying to sell it and blah blah blah
Right.
blah.
Oh, I'm in your feed. Look at that.
Yeah, you're my. Look at that. Well, I mean, I think I can. If I stretch out, I can get all up in yours. Um, how much was that house? How much are you selling that house for?
I think it said 11 million.
So if you had $11 million,
Uh-huh.
right, income that you could just spend, and you wanted a house, would you buy Michael Jordan's house?
No.
Why?
I think if you spend that much money, you should have something. I think if you spend that much money on something, you should get it the way
you want it.
Yeah, the way you want it. And just where it's sitting at, if I'm gonna pay that much, I'm gonna be sitting next to some water. That's what I'm gonna be sitting next to.
He's next to Lake Smith. I
I'm
think
talking
he's
about
right
some
on.
good. I ain't talking about that shit.
I'm not talking about that dirty ass.
Yeah,
lake.
I'm talking about some shit where it's gonna be fucking 80 degrees all year. I'm not paying for that. Yeah, that's just me. But if you pay that much, I want some shit in there that's mine. I want to build that motherfucker. So,
And if you look at that house, it's all 23.
yeah,
I mean, the whole thing revolves, no offense, Michael Jordan, but narcissistic, building an entire fucking house about yourself. But, that was his house, and there's nothing wrong with it. But now he's going to have a hard time selling it because, again, I have a client who has a $10 million home,
yeah,
and they put it on the market, and it's kind of one of those things where it's very hard to get rid of.
yeah.
Because for $10 million, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, and I would do this better.
I just think it's the location too, man.
That's.
I think if that house was in L.A., that house would have been sold.
Yeah,
I think that house would have been sold in L.A. They're selling a lot. Well, then again, that house would have been worth more, probably there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Highland Park is an because we were.
Well,
talking
I'm talking about the size alone. The size of that house, and you put that in the L.A. or Beverly Hills area.
Yeah, it's inflated.
Yeah.
Well, that's we were talking because most people didn't realize that that's where the shooting happened was where Jordan lives.
Really?
Well, the city, Highland Park, Illinois.
There's so many damn shootings. I'm trying to remember which one.
The sniper girl dude.
Girl dude.
During the 4th of July parade.
God damn, man.
A lot of famous people live in Highland Park.
Yeah, I see that. I see that now.
I think the house in, I think it's just south, but the Home Alone house is right by.
Really?
Yep.
Well, it's not big as Michael Jordan's house.
No. But that house from there is probably $2 million easy. I would assume. I mean, it's a pretty nice house. It's a pretty nice neighborhood.
And for those that are watching, we're talking about Highland Park, Illinois, not Highland Park, Texas. Highland Park it's not considered a city, though, is it? This Highland Park here.
It's a municipality. So it operates inside of the city of Dallas.
Operates inside the city of Dallas.
Correct.
Explain that to me. So we wouldn't be sending no letters to Highland Park, Texas.
What do you mean?
Like if I wrote somebody a letter there, would it say Highland Park or would it say Dallas?
Most people would put Highland Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, and it's it's hard to explain. It's like it's almost like privatizing a city.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the easiest way to describe it. It's almost like privatizing a city and saying, well, we're going to create our own police department, we're going to create our own schools, and that's why the taxes are what they are in Highland Park, because they literally have to fund their themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So they still get. My understanding is they still get some other money, but yeah. I mean, I belong. I'm in Oakleaf, although if you send me mail, it's Red Oak. Now I could put Oakleaf. It's the same damn thing. They're gonna know, the zip code's what's gonna matter. But I actually live in the city of Oakleaf,
Right.
but it's not really. I say Red Oak just because I don't want to have to explain to people what fucking Oakleaf is.
Right.
So
Yeah, the Oakleaf is a one stoplight.
it actually, yeah, there is one. There's one down there.
One stoplight.
Yeah. I
You
forgot
sneeze,
that.
sneeze right on through it.
Yep.
Man, this the studio's coming along. I'm digging all the sports paraphernalia in here. You're missing some jerseys too.
What?
You're missing some Raider shit. You don't want no Raider shit though. This is all Bears. This is, if you want to call this this is a biased place. With a little smidge of Too Tall Jones back here in the back.
Yeah, we got Ed's thing for his truck back. What's the guy behind me? It's
Lindsay?
Yeah, Patrick Lindsay. I don't even think he paid, or that's not Patrick Lindsay. Is that Patrick Lindsay?
I don't know his first name.
He played for Denver, but now I think he plays for the Jets or something. Hey man, look, I got stuff over there. Got Thurman Thomas down there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, like jersey wise, where you can see it.
Now I wouldn't mind having some more jerseys. I got my Roberto Durant shirt.
Nice.
Hey, I got some Flozell Adams. I got some Steelers stuff.
Yeah, we need a Flozell jersey in here. That's what we need.
Yeah.
The Hotel Adams.
Yeah, I've got Kenny Gant signed a jersey that's over there.
Nice.
It's all folded up, not very nicely.
Nice. You got a cart bag over there too. You keep cart bags, don't you?
No, I need to get rid of it. I need to do something with it. I have absolutely no use for that thing.
What about the driver that's there?
Hey, no, I'm not getting rid of the driver.
Is that the one you use?
I need to put it back into that bag and just get rid of that one.
Okay.
I don't really know anybody. I know you needed one there for a while, but now you have one.
Nah, I got a cart bag now. I got a nice cart bag. I like it. I like holding a lot of stuff in my bag. So
yeah, I got way too many clubs.
Yeah. That's a big bag. That's a big bag. I got a bunch of clubs. I got every club that you can have. Almost every club. I got 3 wedges. I got 3 wedges.
Still trying to figure it out?
No.
Which
No. Just the loft on them is different, but it's just, you had the ones that you're comfortable with, So I didn't know you had you have lob wedges, attack wedges, and that's what they call them. But yeah, I like my lob wedge. I really like that. I use that a lot. So that, and then I have hybrids for my 3, 4, and 5. But I also have irons for 4 and 5 too.
I don't think I have the irons.
Yeah, I got irons for 4 and 5.
Hybrids.
Irons for 4 and 5. So
I used to have a really cool Diablo 3. It was awesome. I used a ton. I never used that stupid thing.
I wonder what happened to it. I wonder what happened to that one.
All right, so there's 2 topics that I want to do today. One of them, did you buy anything off Prime Day?
I buy something every day.
But specifically for Prime Day.
I didn't give a shit. I saw it, but I was just buying shit. So
Prime Day is garbage.
Yeah, I believe so.
So years ago, we used to have to tell people they would go out and they would do these Black Friday TV sales.
Okay.
And you know, they they would call and say, "Hey, what's your TV price?" Well, Best Buy has this thing doing this Black Friday, you know, sale, and it was kind of one of those things you'd have to explain to them that that's a different TV, right? Those are specially made for that day, and they're pretty much garbage. Don't get me wrong. If it's for a kid's room, hey, I'm all about it. Go sit, 14 hours outside waiting to get into Best Buy so you can get a $300 TV rather than paying $450. I mean, if 14 hours of your life is worth $150, you have at it, dude. Which I don't think really people think about that.
No.
Like how many hours I'm gonna get a tent, I'm gonna chair, I'm gonna sit out there for 12, 14 hours. I mean, we did it once for a client for the iPhone when one of the new iPhones came out, but she paid 3 of us $100 an hour to sit out there.
$100 an hour.
16 hours. You're damn
And
right. We got out there early. I was like, if I'm getting paid to do this, we got paid $100 an hour. But we each had to get 2 phones because that was the max. So we ended up with a total of 6 phones and cash money. I mean, we paid them, we'll pay them by credit card, and she just paid us back for the phones.
And their phone's obsolete now.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
But at the time, the issue was she was going to Italy. They were actually leaving the same day the phones came out. So she had to add us to her account. But the new iPhone at that time actually worked overseas, unlike the current iPhone, you couldn't take it with you.
Okay.
So, but because the new one, and we found that out, and she's like, "Oh my God, I need one. My kids need one." And they're like, "And I'll buy y'all one or buy you one." And I said, "Well, I'm going to put 3 people out there to do that." And she goes, "Fine, I'll buy everybody phones."
Wow.
So it was funny because that year that we were sitting out there, the news was out there and said that Apple bought everybody pizzas. Bitch, please. We bought everybody pizzas. Thank you very much.
Did you?
Yeah, we bought everybody pizza.
Wasn't that nice?
And we were 5th in line. We bought a projector and a screen. We were out there watching Texas Rangers. And
where was this? You was at the Apple store.
Yeah, right up here at Oaklawn.
Okay.
And we bought a projector and screen out there and had a little satellite dish. And,
Apple bought that, huh?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, look, Apple bought everybody pizza." So we ordered, I think it was like 7 or 8 pizzas.
Oh, okay.
And, just had them. And it was like, everybody have at it, man.
Yeah.
Watch the game. We'll sit here and eat pizza. And I don't even like baseball.
How long did you guys end up being out there?
16 hours.
So you got paid $1,600
each.
Wow. Well, how much was the phone?
I say that each. We were the company owners, so
right.
He got his percentage. We paid. I forget what because Joe doesn't use iPhones, so we just paid Joe like $200-300, and he was happy.
How much was the phone?
They were $1,000 each.
Oh,
so
and that's nothing in today's stuff.
Yeah, so she basically gave us, $6,000.
Wow. So let's go back. So you saying that the TVs that they have on Black Friday are trash compared to what?
Compared to, if you notice, the TVs they put in Black Friday have their own SKUs. Okay. They have their own model numbers, and they have to have their own model numbers because they're not the same TV. So what happens is Sony, Samsung, and there's actually a Today Show thing that they did it. That, it's probably happened like 4 or 5 years ago. They finally came out and started saying, these TVs, and it was like newsworthy. These TVs are not good TVs because you can say 4K, right? Like I can say, hey, that's a 4K TV, but that could be a 4K at 400. And so the best way to explain 4K at 400 is on an arch scale, or the different versions of 4K. So you have 4K 00. This is your picture, right? This is the color span. If it was a color wheel, okay, right? This is the size of your color wheel, right?
Okay.
Once you go to 420, your color wheel doubles. Once you go to 422, it doubles from that.
Okay.
Once you go to 444, there is no cap in color. I mean, I am not kidding. It's from the ground to the moon. Every version of every color known to man at 4K at 444 is fully available for you.
So you saying the Black Friday TVs are 4.00?
400s, 4K,
But it's just the low end, very low end.
yeah, they're very low end TVs. So I know somebody who was looking for a 75-inch, and my distributor, I was up there yesterday picking up a receiver, and they had a 75X95J, which is one of the best TVs on the market. I mean, Sony makes a phenomenal TV. Don't get me wrong, OLED, LG OLED, the originators of it, I'm 100% on board for. But the guy, I'll put it this way: you can get a Best Buy for $4,000. He was selling it to me because it was used during what they call a Sony day, which is where Sony comes out to the distributor. They unbox a TV and show everybody, this is what the TV, this is the color scaling, everything. And he's like, $1,500. Give it to you for $1,500. And if I hadn't, I promise you, if I would have needed it, it is a beautiful TV. I mean, it is. You go home and you look at your TV, I promise you it's nothing compared to what you get from a true 4K at 444. I mean, you've seen these TVs.
Right.
So
okay. So how does somebody those TVs are available for people to get them?
What?
The ones that have the scale from here to the moon.
At 444, yeah.
Are those available at the normal stores? Just like
yeah.
Okay.
But there, when you see a 75-inch Sony, or let's just say a 75. I don't want to say Sony, just because this is true with any model.
So you think Sony makes the best?
Well, I mean, there's an argument. Well, actually, no. The best TV maker in the world, let's get this clear, is Planer. But if you don't want to spend $20,000 on an 80-inch TV, we can move on. And most people don't. But Planer is the king of the world when it comes to displays. Mm-hmm. But they're commercial use. Not very many people use them. Mm-hmm. Blah, blah, blah. So OLEDs are the best TVs on the market, hands down. You were complaining. We were all complaining about Game of Thrones when the army was coming. We couldn't see the army.
Damn thing.
Right.
You talking about in the dark?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And that's because you probably have almost everybody has a backlit TV, which means it comes off as a white hue.
Okay.
You can't, so you don't see it. Everybody that had an OLED were like, yeah, dumbasses, y'all can't see it, but we can.
Uh-huh.
Because OLEDs literally shut off that tiny little pixel, and it's that. I mean, it's just black. But when, again, a pixel is the size of a needle.
Right.
But when that one little face or those little dots in the background, it can light up those and they can see it. We can't with our TVs, and all these, I don't have an OLED. I want an OLED. But yeah, it is OLEDs rule the world. So now you make the decision. Do I want so OLEDs originally are LG. So what happens was they sold the technology to Sony, and then of course Sony piles all its Android and all the crap it wants. So in my personal, been doing this for 30 years, professional opinion, you might as well just buy the LG because it's the same damn thing. Especially if you're running it through a surround sound system with video switching. You don't need, I've told you this.
Mm-hmm.
Stop using the apps inside of the TV. Buy an Apple TV, buy a Fire Stick, buy a Roku. It's 10 times faster. You don't have the lag. And some of the apps inside of TVs don't even do 4K. So just buy an Apple TV that does 422, which that's one of the hardest things to do, is find sources that produce 4K at 444.
Uh-huh.
That's another. Now, off-air antenna, it doesn't matter because your TV's decoding that 4K at 444. But I'm a personal believer. I know that Samsung just came out with their OLEDs in 2 different sizes. Because I do have a lot of Samsungs, I'm probably going to do another Samsung just to. Plus, I want to try it out. I want to see if it's any good. But that's your choice. You either buy the LG OLED, buy the Samsung, or buy the Sony. But Sony hikes their price up. But yeah, that TV yesterday was not an OLED, but that was a badass TV.
That was just yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cool.
They might have already sold it. I don't know. Anybody wants 75-inch badass TV, let me know.
Where was that at?
My distributor.
Oh, nice. And you said that was the Sony?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The X95J.
X95J.
Was a badass.
Wow.
$1,500 for a $4,000 TV? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They got so much new stuff. I think it's overwhelming for a lot of us regular customers that come into the store. You just overwhelmed with all these big screens, and you think, you're getting top quality because of brand name. And but what I did know, and I appreciate you explaining that, was the apps inside of the TV.
Yeah, they're garbage.
So what good is it to buy a smart TV then?
It's not.
No,
no kidding. It's
really
not. It is for the amount of money you pay to have. If you could find a TV that's true 4K, that has no apps, no drivers, and literally just a monitor, you'd be good to go. But nobody makes them because everybody, what smart TV? Okay, dumbass. Well, here we'll throw all this shit and slow the engine down to our TV, but here you go. We'll put all this fucking shit in it for you.
That's right. It does have to process all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a computer.
Yeah.
And then you're just tossing garbage in.
We don't think about that.
Yeah.
We don't think about it. The more apps that you have on there, the more that you work that you putting on your processor on that TV. So the opening and closing of those programs is going to be pretty slow.
Yeah,
especially if you're going in and out of them.
I use Apple TVs. The only reason is they're the fastest thing out there.
Really, I didn't know that.
So
it's just like a Fire Stick.
Yeah, but it's
but it's a box.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you had to have some type of. At first, when it first came, I just thought it was some type of service that they had. So when they say but they do have their own streaming service as well.
But they have everybody in it. I watch Amazon Prime on my Apple TV.
But I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying they had. What you talking about? Would you have access to the app through that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm saying? But I'm saying I thought Apple TV had their own streaming service.
Yeah, if you want to pay for it, you can, but you don't have to.
Right.
Yeah.
What you mean? You know the bootleg way?
No, but they're well. I mean, I have no idea what that man is talking about.
No way.
But you can have Apple TV Plus if you want all the shows that Apple TV does and things like that. I've told most people, if you're going to do Apple TV, obviously Amazon Prime comes with our Prime, Hulu, things like that, pay for a year, skip a year, because just let it build up. I mean, you could even do it with Netflix, because you get to a point to where you've watched everything known to man. There's nothing else for you to watch. So it's like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. Netflix had a ton of shit that I'm not even interested in watching.
But that's my point. So you've watched everything you wanted to watch.
No, well, they got a ton of shit now. If you're a TV watcher, I can see that happening. You get to some type of ending where you feel like you've watched everything, but I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if we can do that. That's a ton of shit on there, man.
Well, I'm not watching F-Boy or all them dating. They got all this dating, reality. I'm not watching reality TV. I got enough shit going on, or I've had enough shit going on in my life. I don't need somebody else. Yeah, I don't need somebody else's fucking reality show.
Right.
Yeah. They can they can have their reality shows. But educating people on, I've answered. People will call me and like, hey, I want to buy this and da da da, and I give them the prices because I'm not going to give you the price of something. I have to run it, rewatch it, but thanks, Dave. Appreciate it, man. Have fun. David Gill, you remember him? Margarita Society. His wife is the one that got us into
yes. I do remember.
Yeah. He posted a picture on his face. Oh, I tagged you in his picture.
I remember that. Yes, I do remember.
Very rarely in his life does he feel small. And he was sitting there with you in Flozell. Oh, little guy.
Yeah,
all right,
I do
tell
remember.
Tristan what's up. So, but I get calls all the time. But if you call me, and so for example, people say, hey, I want a surround sound receiver. Great. My bass, I'm hitting the ground at $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to Best Buy and saw one for $600.
Right.
I suggest you buy it from Best Buy because I don't carry. I do have access to boo-boo shit. I'm just not going to do it because you're going to be pissed off in the end.
Right.
And if you're like, all right, what kind of receiver? I'm going to ask you, what are you using it for? Because, there are people who are like, well, it's mostly for music. And then there's people who are like, well, I want it for surround sound. I was teetering between Denon and Marantz. Now, if I was pushing a whole lot of music, sure, I probably would have spent the extra, $500-$600 to do the Marantz. But I'm not doing that. And Denon serves, in my opinion, a better service in movies and surround sound, which is why I went with Denon. Apple TV and Fire Stick. Fire Stick is slower than the Apple TV, and the Apple TV puts out higher resolution. I'm
gonna have to look into that. You carry those too, or you just buy them?
I just buy them. And you buy them on Amazon. You can get them for like $150.
Yeah. That's why they lose them to the Fire Stick.
Again, you have the difference between, you have Fire Sticks.
Yeah.
You happy with them?
They're cool with me. Yeah.
Then stick with it. I tell everybody that if it fits your need, stick with it.
I don't think a lot of us even. I'm not gonna say trained to know the difference between the TV, but when you're watching, I don't think some of it is just a noticeable difference. For most people. I think you really it has to be a thorn in your ass to be like, you know what, we're not picking up all the shades and colors.
So have you watched Doctor Strange?
Yes, I have. There's 1,000 colors in that movie. Millions.
I'll play it on this when we're done. I'll toss it up on.
I'll be able to see the difference, but I'm saying I don't think most people. I think most people when they buy those Black Friday TVs that it's enough to satisfy them.
But see, that's always the question I ask
until you see a real TV.
Right. But that's always the question I ask. What is it used for?
Yeah.
Well, it's an outdoor TV. Fine. You need to spend as little as humanly possible.
Right.
What's it for? My kids' room. Yeah, fuck them. We need them to get out the house anyway. We don't want to make them too comfortable.
They need a Black Friday TV.
They need a Black Friday TV. Well, it's going to be my primary TV that I watch in the living room.
Right.
You really might want to rethink that.
Right.
I tell everybody, now I'm a little different because I buy these things because I have to be able to test them for all the different things that I do.
Okay.
But, and I'm a dealer, so I get it pretty cheap.
Uh-huh.
But it's kind of like with anything like that, it's a matter of buy what fits your needs.
Right.
But on top of that, obviously you have to do what fits your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Also, don't swing for the fences the first time. I tell people that with projectors all the time. My first question is always, is this your first theater? Yes. Do not buy a $5,000 projector. Do not, don't buy a $5,000 projector and a $300 screen.
That's bullshit.
Right. You just ruin the projector with the screen. The screen is the only thing that will last you forever, unless you have a dog that watches TV that puts holes all in it. put the good money into the screen. Don't spend the money on the projector. Don't spend a ton of money on speakers, and don't spend a ton of money
Unless
on
you
a
got
receiver.
the money to blow.
Well, but you're not going to appreciate if I throw a $60,000 home theater in your house, you are not going to appreciate that home theater. Now, if I throw a $5,000, $6,000 screen, a $600 projector, and drop $2,000 in a surround sound system, you're gonna think you have the greatest system in the world. Now, when that projector finally blows up, and I go and I upgrade your projector, not to the top, but I just go up one little step, you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's so much better." Well, hey, let's redo the sound. Redo the sound. You drop a little bit more money into it. Wow, that sounds so much better. That's your tier 2. And your last one's where you start swinging for the fences where, all right, dude, you're going to drop $8,000. Again, screen doesn't change. You're going to drop $8,000 into a projector. We're going to drop $10,000 into sound. You're going to hit the top of where you need to be in home theaters, unless you want to do the $4 million home theater.
$4 million.
Yeah, there's a guy who has a 2-seater home theater.
2-seater.
Yeah, only seats 2 people.
Huh. You should just went on and bought him a theater.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a $6 million home theater. It's not $4 million.
Jesus, you should just went on and bought a real theater.
Yeah,
At least you would have got something back on it.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little deal. I actually wrote an article.
$6 million home theater.
Yeah, it's in his house. He's an audio engineer who basically engineered this. It's almost it's a love seat that's probably wide as these 2 chairs put together.
How big is the theater?
It's pretty big because when you do that and you do sound spacing, you actually have to do it. But it's 32.1 or 32.20, probably a 32.5. So that's 32 speakers that go all the way around. So when that car goes, you hear that motherfucker in every fucking speaker as it comes around.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what type of receiver you think he has?
He built his receivers, but they're basically tube Macintoshes.
Oh, wow.
Which a Macintosh amp for a single channel is about $3,000.
Wow.
Tube amps are expensive.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why Pete guys
be speaking Chinese to some people.
Well, some people are like, hey, I just want the best. Cool. I need $500,000.
Yeah.
And when you tell them that, they're like, "Whoa, no, hold on." I'm like, "You want the best? The best can cost you $500,000, and that's a minimum. I mean, that's not even getting you the max.
Yeah, but you talk about for inside a home.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's more than a house.
Nah, usually when it's in the house, it's not more than
right.
a house.
But I'm saying there's more than a house, not
Correct.
the house that is going into.
Correct.
Specifically. $500,000. I mean, for somebody that can spend $6 million on a room, just imagine how much the rest of the house costs. You're
gonna like this one. I don't know how to spell. I don't know.
Not the Millennium Falcon. Good gosh.
You're gonna like this.
Wow.
This dude has a home theater that is a Millennium Falcon.
That's dope.
It's the inside of the Millennium Falcon.
Now that's pretty fucking dope. That may be the best shit I've seen all day. That is the best shit I've seen all day.
There's another one that is it's the same company.
What, they came in and built it?
Yeah. The Batman.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, the Batcave.
That's badass. Now that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Now that's nice.
Yep. This is that company. That's all it does.
I got my little bonus. I got my little bonus room, and I really need to revamp that. It ain't shit up in there but a bed. Somebody's bed that you not to take in.
You just said somebody's bed, so not yours.
It's not mine. No, it's not. I had to take in some stowaways for a little while. Every now and then you got to take in a stowaway here and there.
Yeah, no.
And I really didn't use the room anyway. Well, I'm looking to revamp some stuff. I got what I have is good enough for me. But when you go in the stores like Best Buy or whatever, the old school Circuit City, you go into their home theater rooms, it makes you, want to reach back in your pocket and dig for some candy. Or if you come over to the People's Rebuttal Podcast building, where you can get
I turn this thing on. Yeah.
Yeah, where you can get the latest in all of the technology that we have in the world right now, right here.
But you can achieve. I mean, you can't achieve this, but you can achieve good surround sound for $1,000. A starter surround sound for $1,000. Easy. You can do it, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, "Oh my god, this sounds great." Yeah, when you walk into something like this, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, what I got at home? Some boo boo shit." But
I know my shit's some bullshit.
But I mean,
but I got some
bar.
decent shit. I have some decent stuff. This right here, no. My shit's nowhere in comparison.
You have a surround sound at your house?
I got a little. Let me tell you what I got. I got a plug and play
HTB.
No, a Bose system that came with the sub and the two tower speakers.
Those are good.
Yeah, it sounds and it works good. I've had it almost 20 years now. Something
Did you
like that.
Calibrate it?
I don't know what the fuck I did. I just plugged that motherfucker in my blade. Just like
no. Does it have the silver box?
No. No, it's the black one. So it must be
Yeah, it's a different one.
It's the Black Friday one. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to calibrate it anyway. It doesn't have any like on screen anything. Right. So it's not like I would know anyway. It's strictly, I guess it just came just like it is. You can't change any of the bass and treble, nothing. You can't change. But it sounds good. I like it. It's been working well for me for all these years. But, then again, that's when stuff was wired in and it's cool. That's all. That's what I got. But there ain't nothing in comparison to these towers here. I guarantee.
These suckers rock.
I guarantee. So when you come in here, every now and then you go places that make you just feel shameful of the shit that
you have. You go,
or feel really bad about the shit that you spent your money on.
I mean, 20 years ago,
yeah,
these weren't even around.
Yeah, but I bought a TV not recently, like within a year.
Well, Costco. So that's another thing. The TVs that Costco get are the same thing. They're stripped down versions of what.
How long have I been knowing you?
It's been some years.
Yeah, so you let me buy that TV.
I did not let you. No. I don't remember no fucking phone call.
I did, man.
Right. Hey,
Zach.
Man.
But my shit don't look like this. That's for damn sure. Yeah. My TV and my main TV don't look like this. I almost want to put my shit back in the box and take it back.
I can call and see if that's $75. $1,500 for a $4,000 TV just because it was used for one day. That's fucking ridiculous.
And it's a Sony?
Yeah.
My first thing would be like, what the fuck would I do with my other TV? That's the first thing I thought.
Put it outside. What size is it?
It's 75.
Oh, yeah. I can just see you sitting at home going, just eyes wide open, mouth open, like, what the? They make TVs that look like this?
How big is the one, the Sony?
75.
Oh, okay. It's the same size. They all like
I'm talking the picture wide. I mean, the picture on this thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, the TV not bad that I got. It's probably stripped down, like you said, but it's not bad. It's satisfying. But I can tell it does. It's not. It's damn sure not this. Yeah. It's damn sure not as colorful as this. It said call Kim and try to get her to buy it. Who's Kim? Kim must be a money bag. Oh, okay. Yeah, just call the money person.
Yeah. Well, he thinks if I have Kim do it, he can't be blamed for it. That's his way of saying, "Hey, call Kim, tell her about it." I thought Big Feller would take it.
Really?
but he didn't watch enough TV to make that much of a difference.
Really? I don't either. Man,
But
to be
I know
honest
how
with
he loves a good deal.
Yes. you. Yeah.
So I sent him the deal. I said it's 4,000, but I'm getting it for 1,500 if you want it, because he's getting a new TV.
Oh, he's getting one now
He has a TV that went out.
already. Did he get that last one through you?
Which one?
The one that's going out.
No,
Uh-huh. Oh, he got a
Nah,
black. He got a
he
Black
got that
Friday.
when he built that house.
He got a Black Friday special.
No, he got he got that TV when he built that house. That's how long it's been there.
Wow. Yeah, you can be really lost in this entertainment and technology world.
Oh yeah.
I was lost the other day. I was in Costco the other day, and those TVs, they put them right up where you can see them.
Yep.
And I kept explaining. I said, for me having a technology friend, yeah, this is trash. This is bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel stuff. So
Yeah, they're I don't know. But if it fits your needs, again, I say it time and time again. If it fits if it fulfills the need that you have for it, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think if you spend that much, you have to be literally a TV watcher. And every now and then I'll sit down and I watch TV. But it's not. I think I'm watching more TV now especially because it's hot outside. I'm sitting in the house a lot more. So, yeah.
For me, TV's how I get my mind to stop.
What about golf?
No.
Okay.
Because there's too much free time waiting. And so my mind's just sitting there going, all right, so what all do I need to get done? But when I watch TV, I can literally, it's for me, a lot of the times it's like zoning out. I just and I can't read because I'm sitting there reading and something, and I'm like, fuck, what about? And I'll get up and have to go do something else. But if I'm watching TV, I can literally be like,
I just noticed there's Too Tall Jones bottom half up underneath there, and his top half is on the ground.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? You should have stretched that whole part out.
What do you mean? Put it together?
Yeah, I'm saying and move.
I was actually thinking about it, but that's not mine. That's Ed's.
The fuck, he's not gonna come get that.
Oh, he's not, but he has that truck. It's actually it's the listing for his truck. It tells about his truck. So when he goes to truck shows, he uses a sign.
Oh, he still got that old school truck.
Yeah.
Oh, the 1951 deluxe cab.
Yeah. I gotta clean the paint off of it. It peels right off. So.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. What year is that truck?
50 something.
Let's say 51.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Oh, okay.
Suicide doors.
Chevrolet what? Also deluxe cab pickup.
Yeah.
Is it pretty clean?
Oh yeah.
You can't pull it up?
I don't know if Ed. Damn.
Uh-oh.
I might have to figure out. I don't know if Ed's. What is it? 51?
Uh-huh.
Can't type today. Yeah, it's not.
Roll down real quick. Well, the picture against he playing against Jackie Slater. I think that's Jackie on this picture with the Rams.
Right here?
Yeah. I think that's Jackie Slater he's playing against. One of my old coaches.
Well, I've seen that shirt a bunch. Seen that shirt a bunch.
Ed's still in good looking shape.
Ed looks like he's freaking 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed's a nice guy.
Too Tall Jones.
Yeah, I watched the Thurman Thomas thing the other day about
football life.
Yeah, him losing 3-4 Super Bowls.
Man, that gotta suck.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck, man. I watched that one. I watched him, and I watched what's the defensive end name that played for them? God dog it. Number 78. He was at
Keep wanting to say Tim Brown, but that's the
No.
Raiders guy.
no. God dog it. I'll get it in a second. It's going through my Rolodex. But Bruce Smith.
Oh
Bruce
yeah,
Smith.
yeah. Bruce
Yeah, I watched his.
He was
I
in.
watched
He
it
was
twice.
in. He was in that.
Yeah, I watched it
talking about?
twice, man. Those are some those football life series is pretty good. I like that.
I liked Walter Payton, obviously Bears.
Yeah, yeah.
I liked the Jerry Jones one. Gave me a new perspective on Jerry Jones.
Yes, yes.
Because I was like, you're just a
It
fucking
made-
douche.
No,
And then
I knew
it's
better
like-
than that. I knew better than that.
Then it's like, look at the hell that he went through. He fired, Tom Landry.
Yeah, he
and
did.
everybody fucking
Yeah.
revolted against him.
Yep.
Brought in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson says, well, fuck Herschel Walker. We're sending him off.
Best
and
fucking
Bam,
trade in the
bam,
history.
bam. It's like, okay. And
Best
then
trade in the history of sports.
yeah, and then he starts winning, and now everybody's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, Jerry Jones," And then
But I already
everything-
knew. But I, it makes you appreciative of shows like that because you don't know that unless you've actually mixed it up with guys like Jerry. And so he reminds me so much of Al Davis, about how he's hands-on, but he's so passionate about it, but you don't even really know where he started at. You just see him now.
on the risk he took. I mean,
Yeah.
the risk he took buying the Cowboys.
Yeah, but just how he took care of the brand and he was passionate about it. I just remember going there. He was one of the only owners that made sure he talked to every player. If you was getting released, he talked to you. You had a conversation with him.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He was one of the only guys that the teams that did that. You go to other places, it was just business.
Coach. Yeah.
Business as usual. Maybe not even a coach. It might have been somebody that was that they
Front office.
designated,
Yeah.
designated to release you.
Hey, intern, you're the one
Yeah.
fucking firing everybody.
Yeah, the Turk. He's the Turk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just remember how hands-on he was, and and how approachable and how personable he was to all of the players. So, I think when it's like that, you can get a lot out of your players.
But and so looking from the outside, not knowing that, I mean, that's a great piece to know is that he actually took the time to talk to all the players. But I always just thought he's just a freaking douchebag. But now, after watching that, and I think I really didn't think anything. He was neither here nor there. But now you have a little bit of respect for
Yeah.
what he went through as an owner, the risk he took to become an owner.
Uh-huh.
As an owner, the crap he got. And then, don't get me wrong, I think Jerry created it within the Cowboys a horrible, if you don't like what your coach says, just come talk to me. He killed the chain of command. When you have, Des Bryant used to, get mad at the coach and then just go, coach tell him to do something. He'd just go to Jerry and it's like, well, what authority do I have? I think that's a detriment to what the Cowboys have done, but you still got to give the man. I mean, I've always said Jerry Jones is one of the best marketing people you'll ever meet.
Absolutely.
I mean, that dude created,
Yeah.
owning stadiums, Jerry Jones.
Right.
Owners didn't own the stadiums when before Jerry Jones. And Jerry's like, branding my own team, mine. And he ended up fighting. I mean, he and the NFL got into it over it. And of course, he prevailed, and now everybody does. It's one of the reasons Chicago Bears are looking at leaving Chicago.
Right.
They want to own the stadium.
Yeah. You know how much money you losing out on?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Yeah.
Yep.
And I think because they don't own the stadium, whoever owns the stadium, they're going to do what's in best interest of them and not necessarily for the team. So it was kudos to Jerry. He was the first one to actually have another sponsor outside of what the league was using.
Yep.
Was he using Nike? He decided to use Nike, and everybody else was using Reebok or some shit.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. They didn't like that shit.
No, they didn't.
They did not like that shit.
Fucking with our money, Jerry said. It's not your money. It's my money.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move. I mean, the man's a genius when it comes to that.
Right.
There is no arguing, and you have a whole, like I said, you have as soon as I watch that, I have a whole new respect for, what he did, what he's gone through, how he got to where he was at.
Right.
I've watched quite a few of those. I mean, I watched Jim Brown's, obviously. Who else did I?
He almost spent all his money to buy the Cowboys too.
Yeah.
He took a chance.
I think I've watched everybody. I've watched a ton of them, but almost anybody I've met, I've watched their football life.
Yeah, those are some good shows, man. I think it was Steve Sabol. Was it Sabol?
Oh, yeah, I watched Steve Saban.
Man,
or Nick Saban.
No, Steve Sabol. Sabol with the L.
Oh,
man,
okay.
That did all the NFL films. Up until him and his dad, they started doing the documentaries and following the teams and stuff, and they did a really good job.
49ers owner, I watched his.
Yeah, Steve DeBartolo. Was it Eddie DeBartolo?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, man. Those are some good shows, man. Some good shows make you really just hungry for the upcoming football season.
Anything coming up? Any big news in football? I've been so busy, I haven't been paying attention.
Right now with training camp, I think training camp starting this weekend. I think training camp's about to start.
Is it really?
Yeah. I think last week we were a week away. So yeah, we got guys retiring. We got guys. We got guys that are getting new contracts. Guys holding out. They don't necessarily deserve, what they're waiting on, but we got that. It's gonna be interesting to see, man. Derek Carr is ranked the worst quarterback in our division. How you rank the worst quarterback in your division? Every team has a good percentage to run.
Wait a minute,
to the
Carr's the worst?
Yes. As far as rankings wise,
because you guys have Mahomes,
Herbert,
he's behind them.
Not Justin Wilson. You know who Justin Wilson is? Well, Russell Wilson.
Yes. Oh, y'all have Denver. Denver's Denver's your third.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's really at this point. I don't know if he's really behind Russell Wilson.
I don't know that either. I don't even know if he's behind Justin Herbert.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Herbert. Man. He got a hot arm, but
Herbert's. But even Mahomes lately.
Yeah, and we're talking about a Mahomes that's not going to have Tyreek Hill this year, so it's going to be interesting to see. I'm ready.
And he's touting.
This is my new Raiders shirt. I just ordered another Raiders shirt, so
he's touting Tua.
Yeah, he's supposed to. He's stuck with him. That's why. He's stuck with Tua with that little pop gun on him.
So what's up with Lamar Jackson? He's waiting for money. He's waiting to get paid.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson they didn't even put him in the top 10 this year, quarterbacks.
I thought it was funny. I found out his mom is his agent.
Didn't know that. Really? Well, that's smart.
No, it's not.
Yeah. That's smart if you from some standpoints, but on the other side it's not.
Well, they were talking
That's
about
probably why he didn't get no contract yet.
They were talking about how he should have gotten paid a year or two ago.
Yeah.
But nobody they were like, all right, we'll just slap a franchise. And they said basically, I mean, they're just going to keep franchising him if he's not going to do it. And of course, there'll come a point where the franchise tag gets too big, and then they'll turn around and either make a contract or get rid of him. But I mean, to me, he's walking his way out of
Baltimore.
Money.
He should have signed it at first. After that big year he had, he should have signed the extension.
So Watson's got a tiny ass punishment. So he only has a 6 game?
I don't know. I just don't see how you punish a guy who didn't get charged with anything. That's what if he wasn't found guilty in the criminal court, how do you turn around and you punish him in the NFL for what? Because somebody had some fucking allegations on him? I'm not saying, he's free and clear of the criminal charge, but he's in a civil court now, and he settled out of court with 20 of them.
Yeah, and obviously they're gonna slap, whatchamacallit, NDRs on them where they can't talk about it. But your curiosity. I know they had the instance, Fox News had that whole deal with all those sexual assault charges and 120, 200 something $1,000. But I remember Megan, whatever her name was, that worked for Fox News, who left, who ended up going to NBC and did not last very long. The funny thing about that was she started talking about it and said Bill O'Reilly settled the lawsuit with that girl for $30 million. And this is exactly, as soon as she said it, I was like, well, that's not.
She wasn't supposed to say that, huh?
No. It was starting to come out.
Okay.
But the point to it was, $100,000-$200,000. That's just get out of here. Right. I don't want to have to deal with it. I make tens of millions of dollars, a quarter.
But $30 million is like
$30 million is you fucking did something wrong. You done fucked up to pay $30 million.
It was a sexual harassment.
Yeah, you did.
Well, that's
something.
more than harassing.
Yeah,
that's put your finger into my booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than that. Yeah. And she might have liked the shit, but you know what? Just for the sake of cash, I didn't like it. Yeah.
But that is fuck you money. That's what I call that. That's million. Not shoo away.
No, that's go to the moon.
Yes,
that's go to the moon. Please, and don't say a motherfucking thing on the way.
But I had a talk the other day about somebody, and I guess there's a guy, we were talking about the show and everything else, and they're like, well, he had that rape charge, and so I googled it and I looked. It happened 3 years ago. He was acquitted of it, and I'm like, he's acquitted. I don't care. That doesn't fucking matter. Right. Because you can't sit here and say, if you're accused, you're guilty, but if you're found not guilty, you're still guilty.
That's bullshit.
Right. If you get accused of something and you fight it and you get found not guilty, in my opinion, you didn't do it, because that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, if you go to court, you get found guilty, you go through all your appeals, and trust me, even if you get found guilty, you get through all your appeals and everything else. If you're still found guilty, then look, man, I'm gonna have to give you the guilty. Nobody's throwing any shade at you, but that's what it is. But if you get found not guilty, especially in this day and age, in the past 5 years,
you're still guilty.
Yeah, but you're not. No, well, in my opinion.
Yeah, not to me either.
Yeah,
but I'm saying they're still treating you like you're guilty.
Yeah, well, don't deal with the people.
It's the social media slander and just the social media trends. Just to talk. That's what keeps people guilty. So I don't understand why, the NFL would still try to give him some type of take some type of disciplinary action on him after he was found not guilty. What the fuck are you disciplining him for?
Well, they're trying to be proactive.
Yeah, it's bullshit. You're trying to give them something anyway, just to try to please somebody else.
Correct.
Which is some bullshit. Yeah. It doesn't matter about the way you feel. If the facts are there and he didn't fucking do it, he didn't fucking do it. No matter how you feel about it. People still mad at fucking OJ. They said he didn't fucking do it.
That motherfucker did it.
But they still said he didn't do it. Well, he's not in fucking jail for it.
Oh no, I said the whole time when he got found not guilty. And actually on the OJ thing, I remember, because that was a huge deal. And one of the jurors did an interview and said, if you weren't in that courtroom every day for almost a year, don't tell me what you think I should have done. She's like, when you take everything the entire time and you start weighing it, she was like, that is a not guilty. She's like, there was too much. And there's people who watch the little 5-second version of it on the news. Yesterday on the O.J. Simpson trial, he tried on a fucking glove and it didn't fit. She was like, but it's not just that. You take that and then you pile this onto it, and then you pile this onto it. And she's like, if you weren't in that courtroom every day hearing every ounce of information, you cannot tell me that you don't understand why he was guilty or not guilty. I just like, I don't want to hear it. And I was like, well, that's fucking genius, because that is true. You were a juror. You were there every single day. You found him not guilty because you saw the evidence. I'm good with it.
What if they use their case for training?
What do you mean?
Like just to train people? Will there be attorneys?
What not to do? Well, they had the huge interview.
both what to do and what not to do. I mean, what if they use that whole trial as training material?
I don't know. Don't walk through a door that you don't,
Right.
Even in debate, anything, you don't ask a question you don't already know the answer to.
Right.
And the fact that they were doing things and they didn't, you take a look at the trial that was happening with the kid, the shooter, who shot the 3 people in Wisconsin.
Okay.
You had that DA asking questions that he must not have known the answer to, because then, you got a kid saying, so the last person that was shot was the guy who pulled the gun on him, right? That was the last person who got, or the second to the last person. Either way, it was one of the last 2 guys. And, well, he had his gun, you hadn't pulled your gun. Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck did you just say? You had your gun out when he shot you? Yeah. Ah, fuck. How did you not go through pre-trial? How did you not go through prepping this guy for what he's going to say? Because a prosecutor, when their client is under cross-examination from the defense, they should have a million questions and have prepped him to know the answer for what he's going to say.
And he said he had his gun out.
He had his gun out. You can see it. It's in the fucking video. Dude had his gun out.
Right.
Was pointing like this, and the kid shot him.
Right.
I mean, that's self-defense 101 right there.
Right.
I mean, there's no question about it. But as a prosecutor, how did you not have that answer? How did you not? Because would you have put his ass up there?
No.
Right.
No.
There's so much. So then the prosecutor, in the middle of their prosecution of this kid, are having to change the fucking direction of where they're going. Oh, well, this is now how we're going to present this case, that he did it for this reason. Ah, fuck, we can't do that one. Let's try this one. They changed their how they were prosecuting 3 fucking times. And it's like, how the fuck did y'all?
Right.
And they over prosecuted him. They really did. If they would have had all the answers that came out in court, which they should have, they would have prosecuted him for possessing a firearm in, I forget what it was. I think I mentioned it, what he should have been prosecuted for, which would have been easy.
Yeah.
And at that point, you if you want to go back and now try him for the murder, great. But at least you have your one little thing, he's behind bars. Instead,
he got off scot fucking free.
Instead, you fucked him because, we're just going to go for the max and murder here, you fucking idiots. I don't understand it.
Yeah, they went for the max and got their ass towed up too for trying to do it.
But yeah, I mean, that's not something you teach. That is an automatic thing. Yeah. You don't ask a question you don't already know the answer to,
right?
Unless you're trying to rile somebody. Right. But then you know what they're going to say.
Right.
Like, I'm going to accuse you this. Well, you did it for this reason. No, I didn't. Well, but if you didn't do it for this reason, then you did it for, no, I didn't. Well, this can be the only reason, correct? No. You're riling, unless you're trying to rile them up, which again, the answer is going to be no. You don't ask a question. My kids used all the time. They would tell me something, I would say, hey, did you do XYZ? And I'd be like, before you answer, remember the one thing. What's the one thing, Alec? You don't ask questions you don't already know the answer to. That is right.
Right.
Now you want to tell me what happened? Well, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, Alec, did you get a ticket? Don't me. Remember, I asked that question with the reason. What's the reason? Because you already know the answer. That's right. Did you get a ticket? Obviously, I get a thing in the mail from the insurance company.
Right.
I know you got a fucking ticket.
Right. And here you go, lying his way out anyway.
But you know, they finally got to the point they you know, that's why they'd be like, because they knew.
Yeah.
They already knew I knew.
Yeah.
So they're trying to work it out in their head. Fuck, how am I gonna
fuck it, lie all the way out. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You're already in trouble.
Yeah.
You're gonna get in trouble, get all the way in.
But Alec, you know, in that instance, you know, did you get a ticket? And he was like, well, and I'm like, remember, Alec, what's the rule? You don't ask questions you don't answer to. He's like, well, I've already paid the deal. I'm already taking defensive driving. It'll get wiped off my record. And I'm like, but you didn't want to tell anybody?
Right.
You know, you want to say, hey, I got caught doing 90 and a 35. You don't want to fucking tell nobody in that red Mustang. He's like, oh, well. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We're going to try to have a good weekend. You going to have a good, what you doing this weekend?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be hanging around. Nothing serious. Trying to stay cool.
Try to stay cool. We don't get to hear the music.